was sitting here today and I looked up outside of my window and I see some eyes looking at me. It was a blackbird or a crow that was just staring at me. It was just sitting outside of my window, just staring at me very nonchalantly for a good 20 minutes. Could have been longer than that. I just noticed it at about 20 minutes ago. It's always so weird when animals decide to come and say hello or watch. Anyway, welcome to LettiSpeaks. I hope you guys are well. I hope today finds you in good energy. Today we want to just do an open reading and kind of see what comes out. Let's see. So I hope you guys are doing well today. And then there's always the thought too of monitoring spirits. I was thinking of that as well. Monitoring spirits. Sometimes animals can be used because the way it was sitting at my window just focused on me. Like, and my window's not open. My screen door is closed. And so, very interesting. And I happened to just catch the fact that it was just perched there, just fully focused towards me and watching me. And so, anyway, I hope he found what he was looking for. I don't know. So we're going to do an open reading. My name is Letty. Welcome. Not really any subject that we're focusing on. We're just going to see what comes out. As you come in, welcome. Please hit the thumbs up for me. That helps to get the message out. Also helps my page to grow as well. So if you would be so kind to hit the like button, you guys, when you come in, I appreciate it. How are you guys doing today? All right. I actually just got through watching a movie that just came out. For those of you that like Tyler Perry movies. And hi, Sabe, Roddick, how are you doing? Hi, Messy. Hi, is it Silly Karomi? Hi, you guys. Hit the like button for me. Hit the thumbs up, please. How you guys doing today? So I just got through watching a movie. Good, I'm glad. From Tyler Perry, and it was called Divorce in the Black. And so it was pretty interesting. Tyler Perry always finds a way to bring, truths, underlying truths that we don't like to look at. You're from Turkey. Okay, welcome, Messy. How are you? How's the weather out there in Turkey? Hello, Mary Di. Hi. Zohan, NCR. Hello. Ita, Ben Shar. Hello. How you guys doing? You sub? Okay. Jimakos7. Hi. If you guys can hit the like button for me, that would be great. Claire McNeish. You're in Poland. Okay. Yes. Etan Binshar. Hi, Etan. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was just telling um, when I first got on when I first came on, I happened to look out of my screen door and I saw a blackbird just fully focused on me, like for a good 20 minutes. So weird. But I have this weird effect on animals, and like particularly squirrels are attracted to me. Like wherever I go, the squirrels will like acknowledge me, or they'll come up and let me see them. Hi Claire. Hi, I'm so excited. All right. Amet, Free Palestine. Yes. Naeem, English. Yes. If you guys could do me a favor and hit the thumbs up for me, thank you. If you're new here and you like my energy, feel free to subscribe, okay? When you subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell so that you'll be notified when any new content comes out. So I'm doing a general reading, okay? You're 29. Welcome in, you guys. Doing a general reading. So let's see what comes out. Comes out for the energies today. All right, we have the Whale Watchers. We have the Dragon's Duel. I'm doing a general reading, Claire. We also have the Sun Dancers. And so the energies today could definitely deal with there could be a little bit of friction in the energy today, where you're dealing with a little bit of inner conflict. There could be a sense of inner conflict that's being worked out today, where you could be making a choice between two things. Possibly that could be what it is. And you could be trying to really stand in your integrity while deciding what needs to happen here. It feels like dealing with a sense of morality, and with this conscious choice. And it's causing a little bit of conflict within you. Also, the energies feel very light on the other side of that. You could find yourself doing something that you love today, right? Something that inspires joy within you with Sun Dancers. For some of you, there could be some type of celebration that you're engaging in right now. And just allowing yourself to really just feel a sense of abundance in life right now. On top of that, I have the Whale Watchers, which is kind of like an energy of being tapped in with the divine. And that could come through in many different ways. You could be very connected in where you're receiving messaging from the divine, from the connection with the divine, or the messaging could be coming through with synchronicities, things that, nature, like I was saying, that the blackbird that was standing there just watching me for like 20 minutes, right? It could be things like that that just kind of stand out. But there's some level, I feel like it's bringing in information or possibly wisdom around what it is that you're dealing with today. And so let's see what's happening here with these energies. How are you guys doing today? Welcome in. Let's see. So with the Whale Watchers, this is talking about that energy of being connected with the divine and having some level of intervention from the divine coming through. It was clarified by the World and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So this wisdom could also be a level of information that's been turned into wisdom because of your experience, and taking that experience and turning it into wisdom and applying it to what it is that you get to do moving forward. It's like integrating that wisdom. The wisdom could be around things that are difficult. The Ten of Swords is, it's a bit of a harsh energy. This could have come by way of things that are very uncomfortable and undesired. Things like dealing with people that um, carry energy, deceptive energy, backstabbing energy, untrustworthy energy. It's taking the things that would cause you to feel like you've reached an all-time low, taking those things and actually using them for your benefit, turning them into wisdom, right? Understanding that everything that's happening is purposeful. There's some type of purpose. It's always teaching us something. And so that wisdom that's coming forward today could have something to do with that. You could have the opportunity to take something that you felt very, very unfortunate and look at it from a different perspective and use it to your benefit. I am doing well. Hi, Turtle. Slowly yet ever steady rising while I turtle my way to the big island. How are you today? I'm good. It almost sounds like you're from Hawaii, Turtle. Are you from Hawaii? So what is Dragon's Duel? This inner conflict that we're experiencing today. Whatever this conflict is around like wanting to make the right decision or do something right. It has a sense of morality around this inner conflict. The Dragon's Duel. And so clarifying the Dragon's Duel is the Father of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Welcome in, you guys. If you would be so kind to give me a thumbs up when you come in, hit the like button. And so I know the King of Wands is the energy of feeling very inspired, feeling very strongly about your abilities to do something or to carry forth your energy into the world. It's a very confident energy. And so you could be dealing with whatever this conflict that's arising right now, you could be dealing with it very well. The Wheel of Fortune. Both of these feel like fire energy. And so either you could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or you could be dealing with one. And it possibly could be something that you've gotten yourself into that you're trying to kind of undo. Because if you look at these strings around the globe, it's almost like, you know, this massive doing that needs to be undone, right? It looks like it's been done haphazardly. And so that inner conflict could be around undoing something. It also could be that you're receiving a level of help with this, or it's just being undone naturally. I am from Washington State, but feel the calling to be there very strongly. Okay, got you. Well, I hope you are well in Washington. How's the weather out there in Washington? What about sun dancers? What is this joyous activity? So I do feel with Dragon's Duel, going back to that, I don't feel like this is something that you are dealing with by yourself. I feel like it definitely is something where there's someone else involved. There's some type of conflict that you might be trying to navigate through right now. But I feel like for whoever this is, talking to, you could be someone with a high level of standard, like you operate from a high level of integrity, like it matters to you how people are treated, you know, how you relate to people. There's a sense of justice that you carry, that you hold at the forefront of things that you do. And so, whatever this conflict is, you feel very sure about yourself as you're navigating through this. You may have made the decision just to kind of allow it to play its course without you having to do too much. Right now, I'm in Idaho. It's very hot and smoky. Last week, Washington was absolutely beautiful with perfect weather. Nice. So, are you like on a vacation where you're like state hopping? All right, and then the sun dancers, this joyful activity, we have the Six of Cups and the Emperor. And so whatever this is, I feel like it's definitely rooted in some level of enjoyment, because we're talking about celebration of life, abundance, joyful activity. You could be out in nature right now, looking at these trees. You could be out in the sun, doing, you know, activities out and about. Let's see. So overall, this could have something to do with connections. Doesn't mean that it has to be romantic, but there's a heavy weight on the connection right now. I'm a traveling electrician. Okay. So you travel for work. Nice. So it doesn't mean that it has to be romantic. It could be any form of connection. It could be family, friends. It could even be coworker, you know. I feel a sense of heaviness with that connection right now. And whatever it is, I feel like there's so much more to you. You could be viewed in a very shallow way, but there's so much more to what it is that people see. Whoever you are, I'm feeling the energy of someone who's very strong and stable, sure of themselves. With the Father of Wands gave that energy. The Emperor gives that energy as well. You could definitely be someone that people come to for instruction, or they come to for direction. There's some level of leadership that you are in. And I get the sense that you enjoy this, whatever this is. But there's some level of conflict happening here. And it could be around disappointment, and you're very aware of it. This isn't hidden energy. You're very aware of it. And it could be rooted in the past, like past situations or experiences, even going back to childhood. The Six of Cups talks about this very reminiscent energy and childhood energy. And so let's see, what is the advice on this? So we have the Hermit and the Five of Wands. So this could be a time, it's always the right time for me to go, you know, into a quiet place where you can kind of gather yourself together. You could feel very scattered around this and not really sure like how to move forward with it. You may not even be sure of what's happening on the other side of this equation. And so this could very well be a time to kind of go into your closet, your quiet place, to get some clarity around it, to get some instruction, to hear from, your higher self, to hear from spirit. All right, and then lastly, before I end this first one, I'm going to get a wisdom message. Welcome in, you guys. If you would be so kind to hit the like button, thank you. Give me a thumbs up. How are you guys doing today? So let's see. So Turtle, as you're traveling, is it just all work or do you get some time to play? It's very hot and smoky in Idaho. Okay, so what ending message for this first group? Okay, so we have decide for yourself. Now this card feels very regal to me. It almost feels like you're in a position with the number 33, which is a master number. It feels like you're in position to actually make pretty big decisions. She's out in nature. Looks like she's picking flowers, right? It gives that hermit energy, that energy of needing to really take time to yourself, to step away, to get clarity on this. I don't get the sense that this is a big deal, but it's a big deal to you, whatever this is. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Hello, new here. Can I be added or ask a question? Yes, you can. Hit the like button, you guys. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. It depends on the job sometimes. It's 5 to 10s. Sometimes it's 7 to 12s. 7 12s or 5 10s. I take time off in between jobs to find places to test near water, rest and relax near water. Oh, that's nice. Can I ask a question too? Hello. Liked 7. Thank you. What's coming towards me in love? And so I feel like, give me 1 second, okay, Jennifer? I feel like you're positioned to be able to make pretty big decisions. And so I don't feel like it's a big deal overall, but I feel like it's a big deal to you. As I was saying, I feel a heavy sense of integrity that you carry. And so how you decide with this is going to be a big deal for you. It's going to probably help you sleep better at night, that type of thing. And then Kindle Love. And I feel like this is just considering, not looking at it from a personal perspective, from all you, but actually opening up and being willing to make decisions that's going to benefit others and possibly embellish connections, okay? Whatever that would be. All right, so let's see. Jennifer, you said what's coming towards you in love. 1 second, Mishi. All right. So for Jennifer, Spirit, what is coming towards Jennifer in love? What's coming towards Jennifer in love? What's coming towards Jennifer in love? I don't know why I'm feeling a connection already. Are you connected with someone already, Jennifer? What's coming towards Jennifer in love? Let's see. What's coming towards Jennifer? You're not connected. Okay. What's coming towards Jennifer in love? What's coming towards Jennifer in love? Okay, so I have the Spiral Dancer, the Metal King, and the Resting Tree. And so, first off, I feel like Spirit is asking you with whatever it is that you're expecting. I don't know why I was sensing like a connection with you already, but you said that you're not in a connection. Spirit is asking you to be patient, right? To get still. And many times what that means is allow space and room for you to actually get to know yourself better and connect with yourself. When we talk about stillness, we're talking about meditation. We're talking about, doing inner work. It's getting quiet enough to hear what's happening on the inside of us. The Metal King was talking about discipline, armor, and boundaries. That inner work could have something to do with preparing you for what's coming towards you or the connection that you'll eventually find yourself in. Spirit is saying boundaries are of importance, and so that's something to be focusing on right now as well. Setting good boundaries, and you can actually do that both with connections that you have right now. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family. It could be friends. Spirit is bringing out boundaries for you. And so that's something that you may need to be practicing right now, even while you're waiting. That's going to be beneficial in the connection. Learning how to set good boundaries, even with yourself as well. Knowing how to set appropriate limits, because discipline is coming out as well. That's going to be important for the connection that's coming towards you. And then with Spiral Dancer, this is talking about like the energy of expectation. Not everything happens in a linear way. Like we try to put time limits or time frames on things, but it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it happens in the least expected way. And so I feel like with this, Spirit is asking you to just be open and take off the energy of having to have love come towards you a certain way, because it may come towards you in the exact opposite way that you're anticipating. And so be open, just open to the energy of love, okay? I'm gonna get some clarifications here. Hi, Wami. How you doing? I'm good. Okay, so for Spiral Dancer, Tarot Dancer. Clarify that for Jennifer. Ooh, okay. So we have the Empress. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is really good energy, Jennifer. This talks about the energy that you could be in right now. So the Empress is definitely a beautiful, it's a very nurturing energy. It's a very soft energy. So there's nothing that you need to do, Spirit is saying. You don't be out there looking for love, okay? You need to let it come to you. It's going to find you, right? You sit on your throne and be the Nine of Pentacles, right? The Nine of Pentacles is very independent, very aware of who she is and what she's worth, and doesn't need to ask for anything because she knows that whatever it is that she needs, she's well able to go out and get it. And so she's not thirsty, okay? And so you, Spirit is saying, sit back on your throne and allow it to come to you, because what you are going to pull that in, okay? So you focus, that stillness Spirit was talking about, focus on yourself and improve yourself and work on yourself, and that right there is what's going to pull love towards you, okay? Exactly what you need. What is the Metal King here? Talking about boundaries and discipline. Why is the Middle King here for Jennifer? Okay, and so we have Temperance and the Mother of Wands. Again, very beautiful energy coming out here. I feel fire energy, either Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. But this came out under the Metal King, the energy of discipline and setting boundaries. And so you could definitely be someone who is very highly attractive. You could probably attract in lots of attention and energy with the Queen of Wands here. You could be high level functioning as well. Like you could be a overachiever is a good word to say that. Oh, you're a Sagittarius? Okay, good. You could be an overachiever. And so I feel like Spirit is just reminding you that there's the energy of balance, that when we're talking about boundaries and discipline, like don't feel like you have to prove yourself or do the maximum, right? Sometimes doing the minimum is the best, right? But there's a level of self-awareness that we need to be tapped into to know when enough is enough, or when we don't even need to do at all, right? And so you tapping into yourself and kind of getting to know yourself better, allowing moments of stillness, doing meditation work if you're into that, if it's prayer, praying. You could also benefit from like going out and sitting in nature for long periods of time without your phone, without music, without any distractions, just to hear yourself and get acquainted with yourself, right? And so this is all preparation work for what's coming. So let's see if Spirit lets us know, who does Jennifer have coming towards her? Who does Jennifer have coming towards her? So the Lovers came out. Let's see. The Son of Pentacles. Who does Jennifer have coming towards her? The Three of Cups. Let's get one more. And the Five of Swords in reverse. So it could be, the Son of Pentacles is like page energy. So if there is someone interested in you, I don't see it being something like necessarily worthy of your time. I mean, if you're just looking to date right now, this person could already be someone in your friend group. This person could be someone that you already have had dealings with the Five of Swords in reverse. Maybe there was some level of conflict that happened at one point. I don't know. That's just the energy I'm getting. But I don't see anything serious right now coming towards you. Not with page energy. And so, and then the Ace of Cups is on the bottom. So there is something coming towards you in love. I don't know if that's what you're looking for. But I feel like Spirit is basically saying just to be open, willing to like really work on you while you're waiting. And the more you work on you and refine who you are, the more quality you'll be attracting towards you. You're not out chasing or looking, you're just attracting, okay? It might be an ex or a friend, okay. Don't want any pages, prefer king, absolutely, absolutely, because you carry that quality. You're Empress energy and Queen of Wands, so yes, yes, so you already know. I am high functioning, prefer kings or queens. I am high functioning, girl. You are hitting the points, right? Exactly. Beautiful. That's not what I'm looking for, but I will wait for the one. Good for you. You should. But it's okay. You know, I think sometimes the dating, like it's the little ones that prepare us for the big one, right? It's almost like practice. And so if you're open to just dating and allowing people, like, so as you sit in your Empress energy and just allow them to come to you, it gives you an opportunity to practice being in your Empress energy, right? And so there's nothing wrong with that. You still can take, you know, cups that are offered, but keep in mind what it is that you're willing to settle for. Like you can still date, get your practice in, because everybody that you allow to come towards you, as long as you're on your throne and you're sitting, you know, high in yourself and your self-esteem, right? You just let them come towards you. And it's just going to build you up more and more, you know, until you find what you're looking for. And it's practice for you as well. So that's what I have for you, darling. I hope that resonated. You are right, but they can also break us in the process, but I understand. Well, and that's part of you being able to practice staying in your position of Empress energy, right? Because it's only when you allow them to surpass your boundaries, like when you feel like you've had enough, right? You can go out with somebody that asked you out, but depending on what energy they're moving in, it could be somebody that's head over heels in love with you. You're all that, but they're just not on your level. So, but you let them take you out and you have a good time, right? Now, if they start getting indignant and disrespectful because they can't have, you know, what they want from you, it depends on the situation. Some men can be very kind and accepting, and it's like, well, I don't see this going anywhere. It just really depends. So I'm not going to go into detail. It sounds like you're very intuitive yourself. And so just allow yourself to be open and set good boundaries and continue working and refining the you that you are. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying right now. And you'll attract it. Okay, thank you. And I am open for donations, you guys. So down in my description box, I don't know if I put it on this one, I might have. There's a couple of links that you can donate. You can also share, like, subscribe. Those are ways to pour energy back. I believe in reciprocating energy. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Have a good day. All right, Mishi, let's see. But don't let them break you, girl. We're not doing that no more. That's the point. Before it gets there, right? You already know, yeah, this isn't the one. Let me go ahead and go my way. Okay, Mishi, what's coming towards me in love too? I've been single for some time. Thank you, Wami. Okay. Thank you for your question, Mishi. So what is coming towards Mishi in love, spirit? They've been waiting for a long time. What's coming towards Mishi in love? What's coming towards Mishi in love? Thank you, Mishi. What's coming towards Mishi in love? What's coming towards Mishi? Why did I know that? What's coming towards Mishi in love? Oops. What's coming towards Mishi in love? Okay, so Mishi, what I got for you is the Metal King for you as well, the Prison Waif, and the Sun Dancers. And so the Metal King, again, if you were listening for Jennifer's, the Metal King talks about boundaries, right? And setting good boundaries and discipline. And so it could also mean, though, and I'm feeling this for you, I don't know if you are very protective of yourself. I almost feel like there could be like a level of boundaries that you have up that could even be a wall, you know, that you've placed in you know, between you and others when you're trying to connect with people. That wall could very well sometimes play as a hindrance from someone getting close to you, if that is the case. And then the energy of self-sabotage is coming out. And so that could definitely be like a mindset thing. And I get that. I surely do. And so it's almost like you could have a tendency to play out things in your mind before they even come to fruition. And it may not always work for the connection. And so it's almost like an example would be like, say someone's supposed to be coming to pick you up and they're like 10 minutes late, right? And so you've already played out the scenario in your mind and you're like, oh, here we go. Another stand up, right? He's not even coming, you know, he's just 10 minutes late. And so, but he arrives and you've already played out the situation in your mind and you've already erased his number out your, you know, your mental Rolodex. Like you've already played out the whole situation before it's coming to reality, right? So it could be that kind of energy that spirit is wanting you to really pay attention to and deal with. I also see a very beautiful energy around you too, though. I feel like you're someone that likes to have fun and you're very abundant. Like there's energy around you that possibly draws people to you. You have to be careful of that too, because people will be drawn to you for the wrong reason. They'll see that energy and they'll just want to connect with you to kind of siphon your energy. You know what I mean? But let me take some time to clarify and then we'll ask who's coming towards you, okay? You said, I struggle with boundaries. I overthink a lot. Okay. So why is the Metal King here for Mishi? Why is the Metal King here for Mishi? So I have the Four of Wands and the King of Swords. Four of Wands and the King of Swords. And then on the bottom is Justice. So are you dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius? Or have you dealt with one? And have you been married before? You walked away from? Okay. Did this person want to marry you? He was a Sag. Okay, Sag sun. Okay. Because I'm getting the energy of being connected, possibly needing to set boundaries with someone who is an air sign. No, I haven't been married, but we were talking about marriage. Okay. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And the Four of Wands also points to like community energy, like doing community projects, bringing, success to, community, large groups of people, or being supported by large groups of people. Why is the Four of Wands here for Mishi? Broke your heart. Okay. No, I haven't been married, but we were talking about it. He lied to me that he wants to marry me and then betrayed me. Basically used me for his own good. Broke my... Oh, I'm sorry. You're a doctor. Okay. Got you. So the Three of Wands came out in reverse. So there's some form of... Spirit is saying there's something concerning community that you may need to set boundaries with. Maybe that's it. It could be work related, because being a doctor takes a lot of it's demanding. And so maybe the boundaries being set as it pertains to your work life needs to be setting boundaries with how you are delving out your assistance, right? To the community, to the people that you serve. And there's some level of structure that needs to be brought into place with your personal life as it pertains to you being open to love. Because it feels like this Four of Wands feels like very scattered energy. And that could be your outreach to community, or how you extend your services, or extend yourself to the community. It feels very scattered. And so when it comes to boundaries and discipline, it may be just talking about, being able to separate work and actually set boundaries when it comes to work. Does that make sense? Does work actually take over a large part of, your commitments? Mishi? Yes. Okay. Do you find it hard to make time to, for love or to invite others in? Okay. So spirit could be saying, that there needs to be strategy around that as it pertains to love, making time to allow that personal time, and so the boundaries are around that. It's around work and your schedule and you strategizing, making yourself available to do the things that you would like to do. In essence, love, dating, whatever that looks like. What is self sabotage? Prison waif. Why is prison waif here? Okay, so I have the world and the death card here for prison waif, talking about that energy of overthinking. And so the world card is really like an energy of going through a full journey, right? Going from one lesson to another till you come to the end of a lesson at whole. And you walk away from that lesson with wisdom from all of the different experiences that you've had in that lesson, and implementing that wisdom into life, using that wisdom, just not knowing something but actually implementing it and using it, right? And then transformation is what death brings. And so there could be things that you're going through right now that's teaching you that, that's teaching you how to really tune into this process that you're going through as you're going through it, and paying more attention to what's going on in your mind. And I don't know if you're doing like self work around that, but there's some type of transformational energy around that consciousness for you. And I feel like there's a cycle that's closing for that. The more we become aware of it, the more we're empowered to control our thoughts. Not that we won't have them, those negative thoughts that try to intrude when something good is happening, but we can deny those thoughts. We can challenge those thoughts. Don't just allow them to live in our heads rent free, right? So when you're waiting, and just like that situation I named about going full-fledged with the whole scenario and he's only 10 minutes late, right? When that thought comes up, instead of entertaining it, it's like, no, I'm not going, he's not showing up, he's going to come, right? You argue back and you challenge that thought instead of allowing it to just kind of take over and build this whole scenario in your mind, right? So there's some form of transformation that's happening right now around that tendency to self-sabotage relationships. And then let's see, I'm trying to hear spirit saying something else. I'm working on myself and healing as well. Good. Yes, I'm learning to control my thoughts. Okay, good. Um, yeah. Okay, and why is Sun Dancers here? Sun Dancers. Why is Sun Dancers here for Mishi? Okay. So we have the Moon and the Lovers for Sun Dancers. Um, so with the Moon and the Lovers, you have quite a few major arcana out here too. So I feel like spirit is very heavily involved here and kind of helping you along the way. But with Moon and the Lovers, this could definitely be, so Sun Dancers was this very positive energy that you carry. It's very, it feels very light and bouncy, very celebratory, very abundant. So I feel like the moon is, it feels like a very intuitive feminine energy to me. A very in tune with yourself type of energy. And so on one hand, the moon talks about this very elusive energy. Like as you go through the day, someone that would daydream a lot and be kind of, on that side of reality. But with this, I feel like it's talking about more of the feminine aspect of it. And so in order to allow yourself to experience more of this joy, because I feel like you carry that abundant energy naturally, this very light, bouncy energy. But in order to allow yourself to actually pull that out more, it spirit may be wanting you to tap into your femininity more. And that could also be tapping into your intuition as well. And so things that you can do would be like simple things, like, and I know this is going to sound like, okay, but simple things like go out to the park and pick the daisies, right? Pick up the little flowers off of the ground, or look in your closet for the most light dress that you can find and wear it with some flip-flops. Like the least amount of, and I'm not being funny, the least amount of clothing that you can get away with. If you need to put on a slip, you can do that. But I'm trying to get you to understand and feel that feminine part of yourself. You know how you put on that sundress and it's just like flowing? It just does something to us as women, It's to kind of inspire that kind of energy. And I feel like that's what's going to allow you to actually just kind of emanate that attractive energy that you already have, but it's just adding on to that. I feel like that's actually what spirit is, advising that you do, to kind of, send out the signal, I'm looking, or I'm available, or I'm in receptive mode, okay? Because it came out with the Lovers. And so I feel like that's what spirit is saying. And then Temperance is on the bottom. Like, allow yourself to explore, like do things that's going to awaken like the inner parts of you, that dreamy part of you as well. When you think back to when you were a little girl, like what type of things did you like to do? What type of things brought you joy? It's reconnecting with those things too. Right? Whatever that is, it's going to be different for all of us. And so, let me see. So who is coming towards Mishi? Is there anyone coming towards Mishi right now? Who is that? Who's coming towards Mishi? Ooh. Let's see. Who's coming towards Mishi? Okay, so I have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups. I also have the Hanged Man, and then the Five of Swords in reverse. So it's not giving me anyone in particular. This person could come from a group that you already know. It could be somebody that's already within a social circle that you hang with. This person I'm getting may in fact be carrying a little bit of baggage. But it's going to be with the Eight of Cups. That says that this is going to be like a level up from whatever it is that you have experienced already. The slope is going upward. So whoever that is coming in next is going to be like an upgrade. It's going to be a level up from what you've experienced so far. And I think that's possibly because you're requiring more, right? I feel like you're at the stage where you're like, you know what, I'm done with this. Like whatever experiences that you've had, like you've had it, you know. Sometimes we're in a mindset where we're very tolerant with where we are. I don't feel like you're there anymore. I feel like you're done with what it is that you've experienced so far. You want to experience something different. You want to experience something more. I feel like you've come to the place where you're not willing to accept what you've experienced thus far anymore, right? And so the Hangman does say that there is a pause in your love life. And so, but that pause is purposeful. Okay, the Hangman is retrospective. It's going inwardly to really take a look at what has happened up until this point and what you've learned up until this point, kind of like that world energy, right? What have I learned up until this point? And am I learning from the lessons that I've learned around love? When I look at how I'm living life and how I'm relating to people, if you are still dating, right? Are you implementing those lessons and the wisdom that you're learning from those lessons as you're walking forward and carrying them in your life? Are you implementing those? That's what the Hangman says. It's taking a moment to stop and reassess, right? And so that's kind of like the energy that you're in right now. The Five of Swords is also releasing inner conflict. And so if there are things that you're still conflicted about as it pertains to love, you could still be working those things out or just releasing them right now. Because that's the last thing you want to do is carry those forward into your relationship. And so I'm sorry, I thought this was the Eight of Cups. It's the Seven of Cups. And so, but the Eight of Cups is on the bottom, so that still applies. What I said about the Eight of Cups, the next relationship or the next opportunity that you have to connect is going to be an upgrade. But with the Seven of Cups, this is actually having options. That does change things, huh? This is having options, the Seven of Cups, right? Like you could have actually a few people coming at you, or many people is what the Seven of Cups says. Like you have lots of options to choose from right now. Now, whether or not those are good options is, you know, for you to determine. Let me see. What is this Seven of Cups? Why is the Seven of Cups here from Mishi? And be careful of third parties. Like, I feel that energy as well. I don't know if that's been an issue in the past where you've had to deal with people that were trying to share, be careful of that energy. Um, so we have Page of Swords, the Justice, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm seeing Sagittarius out here. I see Libra. And I also see air energy. So it could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Actually, I see some really good potential out here. With the Justice, that's talking about someone that may in fact have some type of dealings with the law. Police officer, lawyer, right? Judge, like it's somebody that has some dealings with the law. And then I see Sagittarius. And then I see Son of Swords, which is, it's a page energy. So it looks like you do have some options coming towards you. Is this resonating for you, Mishi? Haha, yes, options. I'm done with that. I have dealt with third parties in the past. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What is this Justice for Mishi? All right. And what is the Wheel of Fortune for Mishi? So I got the Ace of Pentacles and the Devil for the Justice. And so even this person, this Libra energy, doesn't mean they have to be a Libra. They could be somebody that deals with the law. This person could serve to open up opportunities of some kind for you as it pertains to work, or you may start working with this person. I don't know. But this person could have tendencies to be watch out for, one of which could be like controlling issues. The Wheel of Fortune. Father of Pentacles, okay. And the Four of Cups. And so this other energy I'm seeing could be someone that's very grounded and stable, financially stable. The Father of Pentacles talks about somebody that's well off, that has, is pretty stable in life, has a nice amount of accumulated wealth. That could be possibly something to watch out for. With the Four of Cups, though, this person may have tendencies to be a little bit overconsumed with the money. But I don't know. I see some good, I'm just reading energy. And so I do see Libran energy out here. I see Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And then I see Sagittarius as well. And so I do see love coming towards you in many different ways. I feel like I always start with, when I'm talking about love readings, I always start with the energy around you particularly, because what I found is Spirit definitely likes to deal with the energy of love that we're carrying as well, and not just talk about like what's coming towards us, because we need to be ready to receive what's coming towards us. And so because the best thing in the world could come towards us, and if we're not ready, we won't be able to receive it, nor will we be able to maintain the relationship, right? And so I hope I said something that has been helpful for you in preparing for what's coming towards you, okay? Was that helpful, Mishi? You said yes, resignating. Hopefully it's not my ex that comes back. I didn't really get X energy. I didn't get X energy. I did get, though, that it could be someone that you already know that's within your, but I didn't get returning X energy. I got that it could be someone that's within your social group already. Daisies was so on point. Those are my, okay, perfect. All right. Thank you. So make sure you like, share, or subscribe, right? If you feel led, you could also, donate. There's a couple of links in my description. But if you like, share, subscribe, that's part of reciprocating the energy as well, okay? Thank you, Mishi. I hope to see you again, see you around. And make time for yourself, okay? Delve back into those passions that you had, when you were younger. And watch how that changes your experience. It's almost like magic. Yeah. All right, you guys. Anyone else? Is there anyone else in the room that would like a reading? Yes, see you again. All right. And thank you for allowing me to read for you. Anyone else in the room? Hi, Wayne. How are you? Wayne, I posted. Can you repost the question for me? Am I saying your name right? Is it Wayne or Wayne? I'm wanting to say Wayne, but I'm cutting off the end. You post it. Okay. So, let's see. What can I expect in my future with a future partner? You're single now. Okay. You said it right. It's Wayne. Okay. All right. Thank you. Wayne. Okay. So for Wayne spirit, what can we expect? For Wayne. What can Wayne expect in love? As he's or she is single now. They are single now. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. She. Okay. Spirit just confirmed that. So you're welcome. Okay. So in love. So as I was doing as I was starting to shuffle the cards, Spirit began to tell me there's something that Spirit wants you to see about yourself. I'm not sure that if you see it or not, but there's some level of detail that you need to see about yourself, or that you need to acknowledge about yourself. And Spirit is talking about seeing your reflection clearly, seeing yourself clearly, not being afraid to see yourself clearly. And so you could possibly benefit from doing mirror work, right? And it's not woo woo. Basically, all that is getting in front of the mirror and doing kind of like speaking to yourself, and doing, it's almost like doing meditative or journal work, but physically to yourself orally, right? Um, and so the energies that came out for you, first of all, that's what Spirit was saying while I was shuffling, that there's something that you need to see, that Spirit wants you to see or acknowledge about yourself clearly, right? And it takes some level of confrontation of yourself for you to do this. And the energies that came out for you was the altar princess, the spirit whisperer, and then the prison waif. So with you, I almost feel like there is this higher level of calling that you have on your life. And I don't know why I'm getting the energy like you talk yourself out of it. Some way, somehow, you try to convince yourself otherwise. Because I feel like you are someone who has, it almost feels like a high level ranking in the spirit. And I don't know if you do spiritual work. I don't know. You don't have to. But your ranking is pretty, it's a high ranking. And you could actually do that kind of work. And understand that does not mean just one type of thing, right? When we talk about spiritual work, it could be however you choose to implement your gifts outwardly, right? For some people, they do that through religion. They choose a religion to follow under, to implement their gifts through that channel. For other people that are looking, for more freedom in how they will express that, they might choose like spirituality so that they could, kind of implement their own practice, right? If that makes sense. And so I feel like the divine talks to you quite often as well. And you have a higher level of knowing. And you may not even understand how you know things. And you may talk yourself out of it and say it's just a coincidence or, but no, you're not tripping. Yeah. The divine uses you. And so, with that being said, two things here when it comes to love. Number one, there needs to be like a grounding around who you are and acceptance of who that is so that you can start building on that and step into that. So that's not part of that self-sabotaging that's happening when you're connecting with other people. And then that's also going to change how you look at how you're going to relate to someone else as well. So I don't know how you want to accept that or internalize that. Just take that however Spirit has given it to you. But there is a level of needing to come to understand who you are right now. And so I always like to deal with the energy that you are emitting, right, before looking at the other person. And so there needs to be clarity to come in around who you are and accepting that. I would say that's even more important. Hi, Mariah. How are you? That's more important than even the connection itself. Like that needs to be put in place. Because what happens is you carry such a heavy level of, what's the word I want to use? I almost feel like you're like a conduit of sorts. Like spirit works through you. And if you're not sure of who you are, then you become susceptible to allow other people to come in and tell you that and to direct your power for their purposes. Does that make sense? And so that's why Spirit is hounding in on the point of you really understanding who you are and possibly what you've been called to do. Do you have clarity on your purpose, Wayme? Are you clear on what you've been purposed to do? Okay. And so I feel like first and foremost, that's what Spirit is saying when it comes to love, is there is a level of connection with self that's happening or that needs to happen. And that may in fact be what Spirit is wanting you to focus on before you open up to love, okay? But let's see what comes out for you. So what is coming towards Wayme in regards to love? Or shall I say who? Who is coming towards Wayme in regards to love? Who is coming towards Wayme in regards to love? Who is coming towards Wayme in regards to love? Okay, so all right, and so I have the Four of Pentacles. I have the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Eight of Cups. And so immediately I'll start with the Eight of Cups, which basically says whoever is coming towards you, right? You're definitely looking up, right? I feel like you're taking note of, the experiences that you're having, and you could very well be at a point where you're looking for something different, something better than you've experienced thus far. The Eight of Cups recognizes whatever it is now or whatever it has been is not working for you, right? You need something different, something more. The Hermit could be a Virgo. It could be somebody that's very recluse, like they're drawn, like a loner type of energy. Loners are wonderful people, by the way. I don't know why they get such a bad name. I'm a loner by all means, and I love my loneliness. It is my peace. And so this could be a loner coming towards you, somebody that is very withdrawn from people. It could be a Virgo. The High Priestess is somebody that's tapped in and intuitive like you. It could be a Pisces. The High Priestess is a Pisces. And then the Four of Pentacles could either be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And so And it could talk about somebody that's really um, possibly good with their finances. Somebody that's going to kind of be very in tune with their financial situation and their financial discipline. Somebody that's really, have their stuff together as it pertains to finances. And so it could be any of these energies here, whatever resonates, that's coming towards you. Doesn't mean that they're the one, right? You still get to be the one to determine that. Lots of people, lots of energies will come towards you, and but you ultimately are the one to decide whether or not it's right for you. And so that's what I'm seeing. But this is a huge reading. I don't feel like it was about love, though. I feel like it was more about you and the acceptance of what Spirit has placed on you, right? I feel like that's going to be the biggest part of focus right now as it pertains to love. Like that really needs to be settled within you, because it's going to be a big part when you connect with people. And it's going to be a lot of inner tension and conflict with those connections because you are so intuitive, right? And so you have to understand like what's going on within you to kind of, so you don't self-sabotage, right? And throw the baby out with the bathwater, or so that you just have a better understanding of what's going on with you, okay? But I don't feel like you'll be short of any opportunities to connect to people, because energies did come out. But it feels like it's all about you right now. Yeah. And you getting in front of that mirror and really looking at yourself clearly, spiritually, And so that's for you, Amy. If that makes sense. Thank you for stopping by. You're so welcome. Thank you for allowing me to speak into your life. I do not take it lightly, not one bit. And so I do believe in reciprocating energy. There's a few ways that you can do that. You can like, share, comment, make sure you subscribe. If you do, it made a lot of sense. Okay, wonderful. If you do subscribe and you're a new subscriber, make sure you hit the bell so that you will be notified in case I post new content or go live again. There's also a couple of ways if you feel led to donate in my description box. However you decide to reciprocate energy, it's all good, okay? And thank you. I hope to see you again, okay, Wayne? You have a good day, okay? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right. Does anyone else in here wants a live reading? Anyone else in here wants a live reading? Then, well, I'm going to say goodbye. I mean, what else is there to say? I've been on an hour and a half. So it has been LettiSpeaks. Thank you all, my new subscribers, my new friends, my new soul tribe. Thank you for stopping by and tapping in and sharing your energy with the page. I appreciate you all so very much. I hope to see you soon. Again, it has been LettiSpeaks. If you are coming on and watching, make sure that you comment if you feel led. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell if you are new subscribing. My tongue is tied. And lastly, make sure you enjoy your day, right? Every day is a gift. And so in recognizing that, we treat it that way. And so have some fun today. Go out and do something that you haven't done in a while. And not everything costs money. The best things in life are free, like going and sitting under a tree or going to pick some flowers, something simple. It doesn't take a lot to stimulate happiness, okay? But whatever that is for you, allow yourself to tap into it and enjoy it today, okay? Until next time, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. All right, it's been Letty Speaks. Bye, you guys.